Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on the Universal Employee Appraisal System. How organizations measure performance, drive growth, and keep their people aligned with the right goals is essential. Our system is built on the world's most trusted frameworks, OKR and the 9-box grid, giving you a structured, professional, and scalable way to evaluate every employee. In this session, we will walk through the complete OKR-based employee appraisal system, a platform designed to bring structure, transparency, and measurable accountability to your organization's performance reviews. We will configure every component from scratch, starting with the master template, setting up our team, building a full OKR template for the human resource manager role, and finally creating a live appraisal that pulls all of these configurations together automatically. This system is built around 3 layers. First, the master template, which defines how appraisal weight is distributed across department, role, and common objectives. Second is the OKR template, which populates those weighted categories with specific goals and measurable key results for a given role. And third is the appraisal, which assigns an individual employee and records their actual performance. Let us begin now. This is the master template screen, the starting point of every appraisal in this system. Before any objective or key result can be configured, the system needs to understand the organizational context, which industry this company operates in, which department we are configuring for, and how the total appraisal score will be divided across the 3 evaluation dimensions. We will fill in each panel now. The industry type field is important because it allows the system to pre-suggest relevant objective categories when we build the OKR template later. So, let me create a new industry type. I will give it the name Services and simply save it. These fields are not required, only the name is necessary for us now. Back to the master template page, we are selecting Services as our industry, which aligns with the HR function we will be evaluating. The company field is already populated, confirm it is correct. If multiple companies exist, you may find them in this drop-down. In the department field, by selecting Human Resources here, we are telling the system that this master template will serve as the governing weightage framework for all appraisals within the HR department. You can create separate master templates for different departments with different weightage configurations. The 3 percentage fields control the mathematical weighting of the final appraisal score. We are allocating 60% to the department objectives because we want team-level outcomes to carry the greatest influence on the review. 30% goes to the role objectives, the competencies unique to the HR manager function, and 10% to common objectives. These represent the cross-functional behaviors every employee is measured on regardless of their role or department. Notice the bar at the top of the panel updating in real time as you type. The system will only allow you to save once the total reaches exactly 100%. As you see, the configuration is saved. The 60-30-10 framework is now the governing structure for all HR appraisals. Every OKR template we create for the Human Resource Department will inherit these weightage boundaries. We are now ready to configure the team. Teams are a critical structural element of the OKR appraisal system. When we assign a team to an OKR template, we are specifying exactly which group of employees those template weightages apply to. Let us create Human Resource Team A, which will represent the HR department employees being evaluated under this framework. I have already created this team with the relevant data. Notice that the department field here is set to Human Resources. This is the same department we selected in the master template. This consistency is what allows the system to correctly link the team to both the template and the appraisal. The team leader field records accountability. This person will typically be responsible for reviewing the team's appraisals. I also added the other team members here. The Team Members tab is where you register every employee who will be covered by the appraisal cycle. For this demonstration, we have added our HR manager as the primary team member. In a live deployment, you would add all employees whose job positions are linked to this team. Save the record, and Human Resource Team A is now saved and fully configured. It carries the department link, the team leader, and the list of members who will be evaluated. We will assign this team when we build the OKR template in the next module. Moving to the OKR template, I will start creating a new one. The OKR template is the core of the appraisal framework. It translates the abstract weightage percentages from the master template into concrete, measurable objectives for a specific role. We are building this template for the human resource manager position. Everything we enter here will automatically populate the appraisal form when it is assigned to an employee. Let us fill up the fields. First, I will name the template HR Manager Appraisal Services Industry. The goal will be to strengthen HR operations and workforce performance across the organization. The priority would be high. Give it a start date and an end date from the 5th to the 31st. Selecting the industry type, services, and department, human resources. Note one thing, we selected human resources, and it automatically fetches the available weightages that we configured in the master template before. Basically, the industry type and department fields are the key linkages. They tell the system which master template's weightage rules to inherit. The team assignment ensures that when this template is loaded into an appraisal, the system knows which group of employees it applies to. Trying to save, you can see that there are lots of required fields which obviously need to be filled up. So, let's fill them up. I will give the name of the department objective as Drive HR Departmental Excellence through Effective People Management, Policy Governance, and Compliance. Basically, the department objective is the headline goal, the statement that defines what success looks like for the HR department as a whole. I will give some objective parameters below, which are the measurable breakdowns of the headline. Each one of these is marked as high priority, which signals to the system and to the evaluator that these are non-negotiable performance dimensions. These breakdowns will later be mapped to specific key results in the Key Results tabs. Let me first fill them up. I will give 4 objective parameters: develops and enforces HR policies and procedures, oversees end-to-end recruitment and onboarding systems, ensures full compliance with labor laws and regulations, and manages and improves employee performance frameworks. Similarly, let's fill up these role objective details and common objective details. The role objective here will be lead strategic HR initiatives that attract, develop, and retain organizational talent. Let's first give the objective parameters for the role objective breakdowns: designs and implements talent acquisition strategies, leads employee engagement and retention programs, conducts performance appraisal planning and calibration, and lastly, manages HR team productivity and professional development. The role objectives are what make the HR manager uniquely accountable beyond the broader departmental goals. These competencies live at the intersection of personal capability and organizational impact. Notice that the 4th parameter, managing team productivity and development, carries a medium priority. This is intentional. The system allows you to differentiate urgency within a role so evaluators know which dimensions to focus on first. Let me select it as medium. In the next tab, I am filling the common objective details. I will name it Demonstrate Organizational Citizenship by Contributing to Cross-Functional Goals and Institutional Effectiveness. I will give 4 parameters for this as well: aligns departmental goals with overall organizational strategy, ensures cross-functional collaboration and communication, monitors and reports KPIs to senior management consistently, and positively manages departmental budgets and resource allocation efficiently. I will give these a medium priority. Now, the common objectives are shared across all employees in the organization because they carry only 10% of the total appraisal weight. The individual parameters here are lighter in impact, but they are still important as they reflect the behavioral contract every employee has with the organization. You will configure the same common objective section for every OKR template you create, ensuring consistency across all roles. Now, let's talk about the objective weightage panel. It is the system's real-time verification layer. The left side shows available weightage, the total percentages permitted based on the master template. The right side shows currently allocated, what has been assigned so far to teams. As you add a team and enter weightage values, the currently allocated figures will update. The system will flag any mismatch before allowing you to save. I'm selecting the Human Resource Department weightage. I will give the full 60% to this team because we are creating this template for only one team. Change the role and common weightages, and they automatically come to 30 and 10. Let me save it. It's perfectly saved now. As you noticed, we have allocated the full 60% to the department dimension, the full 30% to the role dimension, and the full 10% to the common objectives, all to Human Resource Team A. Once these values are entered, the currently allocated counters on the right will update to match. They already match. If you have multiple teams sharing the same OKR template, you should split the percentage across each team row, ensuring the total still reach 60, 30, and 10 respectively. Now, let's move into the Objective OKR's Key Results tab. The Key Results tab is where objectives become measurable. Each objective breakdown we defined in the previous tab now needs a concrete key result, a specific metric, a target value, and a distributed weightage. The system tracks how much weightage has been distributed against how much is available, alerting you in real time if you are over or under allocating. Let us fill in the department key results first. Let me just quickly fill up the tables. Here you can see different types of metrics and measures. I will just keep them as they are. Now, save a target value and give the distributed weightage from this available weightage. I'm giving 15 here. I just have a calculation on my mind. Great. Each row in the department key results corresponds directly to one of the objective breakdowns we entered under department objective details. The metric measure column defines exactly how that breakdown will be quantified, and the actual value starts at 0 and will be updated during the appraisal evaluation. The target value sets the benchmark, and the distributed weightage determines how much each key result contributes to the total percentage. Here, we have divided it equally, 15% per key result across 4 objectives. So, the total distributed should now show 60% as the available, meaning it is fully allocated. Similarly, the role key results mirror the role objective breakdowns. Let me just quickly fill this up as well. Notice that the third and fourth key results carry slightly lower distributed weightages, 8% and 2% respectively. This reflects the medium priority we set on the fourth objective parameter. This system does not enforce a rigid equal split. You have full flexibility to weight individual key results based on organizational priorities. As this is fully allocated now, we are moving to the common key results and weightage distribution section. Let me also quickly fill up the fields here as well. Okay, then save it. The common key results carry lower individual weightages because the total allocation for this dimension is only 10%. However, they are equally important from a behavioral standpoint and ensure every employee, regardless of role, is evaluated on how well they contribute to the organization beyond their immediate function. The budget and KPI reporting key results carry 2% each, reflecting their supporting rather than primary nature. As you can see, this is also totally allocated, and the grand total across all three sections is 100%. The full appraisal weight is now distributed. With this, our OKR template is now fully complete, and we have a fully configured appraisal framework for the human resource manager role with 12 key results spanning department, role, and common dimensions, each with a defined metric, a target value, and a distributed weightage that totals 100%. This template is now ready to be used in creating appraisals. You may also notice this General Info tab here as well. This tab serves as the institutional memory of this template. The description field explains what this template is for, which is especially useful when administrators are managing dozens of templates across multiple departments. The instructions field provides evaluation guidance directly in the system. You can see the rich text editor functionalities here. So you can attach anything, upload a file, insert links, create tables, etc. Moving on now to the main appraisal creation form. This is the final destination of everything we have configured. When we complete this form and save it, the system generates a fully structured, weighted performance evaluation document for the employee. Let us walk through each field. The first field is Employee Badge ID selection, and then Employee selection. In this drop-down, you can find all the employees with their badge IDs from the HR module. Let me select, for example, this person and set an appraisal deadline for March 31st. As soon as the employee is selected, the system reads their profile, job position, department, and team assignment and uses this to determine which OKR template is eligible. The Employee Teams field populates automatically. Set the appraisal deadline. The date drives automated reminders and completion tracking. Let me go to this Assessment Template tab. Here, the system supports three distinct appraisal formats. The survey form is used for qualitative, questionnaire-based reviews, the 9-box template is used for talent matrix evaluations, and today we are selecting the OKR template, the structured objective and key result-driven format we have spent the session building. We then select our HR Manager template from the drop-down, and the system will be ready to load the full criteria set. This was the template we created before. Selecting it here, I can see the evaluation type selection field where I will enable all of them, department, role, and common criteria. By enabling all three criteria types, we instruct the system to load the complete key results framework. All 12 rows across the three dimensions will be here. If your organization only wants to evaluate certain dimensions in a particular review cycle, you can uncheck the others. For this demonstration, we activate all three. Now is the moment the entire configuration pays off. Every objective we defined, every key result we mapped, and every weightage we distributed is now rendered as a structured evaluation table in the appraisal form. When we click the Start Appraisal button, we just needed a reload. The structured evaluation table in the appraisal form is already rendered. The actual value column is set to 0. The evaluator will update these figures during the review period. The achievement percentage column will calculate automatically as actuals are entered. Notice the system message at the top: once criteria are loaded, this appraisal is bound to this template. To use a different template, a new appraisal record must be created. I hope that is understandable. I'm saving this. As the appraisal is saved, it is now in the system assigned to the HR manager, fully loaded with objectives and key results, and tracking toward the deadline we set. When the review period ends, the evaluator returns to this record, enters the actual values for each key result, and the system computes the final weighted appraisal score automatically here in this performance summary section. For example, I will now give the actual values here, just filling them quickly with random data. You can see the changes here. That's how the performance summary is now calculated. You can see a wonderful UI calculation here with help messages as well. If you are stuck anywhere, you can simply hover on the question mark to get the help messages. These are available in many places, as you can see. In this session, we have completed the full OKR-based appraisal workflow, from initial configuration to a live, populated appraisal record. We began by establishing the master template for the Human Resource Department and setting a weightage framework. We then created Human Resource Team and linked it to the department. We built a complete OKR template for the HR manager role with a department objective, a role objective, and a common objective, each with 4 specific breakdowns and corresponding key results carrying measurable targets and distributed weightages. Finally, we generated a live appraisal for the HR manager with all 12 key results automatically loaded from the template. Also, from this Generate Spreadsheet button, you can create a fully integrated spreadsheet. Just give it a moment to load the view. Here you can see an Excel sheet of these records that are populated as part of the OKR template. This module is integrated from the Spreadsheet OKR module, that's another strong module of our solution. After clicking the Generate Spreadsheet button, you can now see the changes here, which are Open Spreadsheet and Refresh Spreadsheet data. The data we update here will be automatically updated in the spreadsheet already generated. If not, once you click this Refresh Spreadsheet Data button, the data rendering will be faster. In conclusion, the system is designed to scale. Once a master template is saved, it governs all appraisals for that department. Once an OKR template is configured for a role, every employee in that role benefits from it automatically. There is no manual re-entry, no inconsistency, and every appraisal is built on the same transparent, objective framework. Thank you for your time.